see my Star Wars lightsaber I got at Batu and Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, and it was overpriced at $200. I love it. I'm hyped. First off, how are you guys? Look, this is an important video, and we're gonna get into what the title of this video is because it's very super important, especially to me and my heart and my guy Chopper right here. Shout out to all my Star Wars nerds. I also want to make a quick announcement for people that subscribe and are just checking us out. Our channel goes around a lot of places, right? It's probably not to my benefit, but I make it work. And what I mean by that is the different amount of things that get posted, whether it's wrestling content, then NBA content, then NFL content, then WNBA content, then a Star Wars video will pop up or a video on Madden and stuff like that. It's all things that I enjoy that are in my brain that we blast out here on the channel. And we thank everyone for their support. We are closing in on 1,800 subscribers. Hopefully, we hit 2,000 before the end of the year, if not sooner than that. And I just want to let people know for all my Raiders fans, because of course we're here in Las Vegas, we've got plenty of Raiders content on the way. Matter of fact, about a week and a half away, leading up to the season opener. Why did I turn off my lightsaber? It just sounds so sexy. But yes, starting before the season opener for the Raiders, we will have content throughout the season. We will get back on that grind, a season preview, a game preview for the home opener as well. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this video, man. Ahsoka drops here in a couple hours. It is game day. The series is here. I hold Ahsoka very near and dear to my heart. She is my favorite Disney character, favorite Star Wars character. She is arguably the greatest Jedi of all time. First off, she took on Darth Vader, laid hands on him in his prime. Walked away from Anakin, the greatest Jedi, quote unquote, in his prime. Literally walked away, put hands on Darth Maul in his prime. Walked away from all the clones unscarred. Order 66 in a ship full of clones going after just her in her prime, and she escaped. So she's the greatest Jedi ever. And Star Wars animation, like Rebels and Clone Wars, I'm so thankful that I put this on just for my son to watch something Star Wars related that seemed kiddish because it was animation, and boy was I wrong. Well, I mean, I wasn't wrong. It's meant for kids, right? It aired on Cartoon Network, but it was for everybody, not just kids. Matter of fact, in my opinion, it's the greatest things that Star Wars has ever produced. If you put in totality the entire series of Clone Wars, definitely the entire series of Rebels, like some of the greatest things they've ever produced. You could argue the Mandalorian season 2, season 3 finale where Luke Skywalker comes back, like that was great. But when you take in the whole series of Rebels, of Clone Wars, look at the IMDb for that final season of Clone Wars. It's some of the greatest stuff they've ever done. And I'm just happy that this series exists. Try and do a video. And with that being said, lucky enough for me, I got to talk to Ashley Eckstein. Of course, the original Ahsoka, the voice of Ahsoka. And I got to talk to her, and that interview's on the YouTube. You should check it out. It was like a half hour. It was only supposed to be 20 minutes. I'm not sure if she was mad at me because I was talking so much, but it was a great conversation, and she answered everything that I had to ask her, including what I'm about to play for you, which is the first meeting in person between Rosario Dawson, of course, the live action Ahsoka, and Ashley, as they got to meet on set. I believe it was during filming of The Mandalorian. And here it is. And this might be, by the way, before I say here it is, this might be the only video we do on the series just because of the writer's strike. Honestly, I don't even know if I should be putting this out. But I just love the character so much, and I love the series so much, and want to pay respect to the work that Ashley and Rosario have and will do with this character, who is, again, the greatest Jedi of all time. So here it is, Ashley Eckstein talking to Rosario Dawson about their first meeting in person. Be sure to hit that subscribe, watch the show, let me know what you think. And check out the content that we got, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we'll check in soon. Bye. I do need to ask you live action. I know you've been asked a lot. Hey, did you talk to Rosario Dawson? Have you met her? Uh, has she asked for advice? And I even remember at Star Wars Celebration, like it hasn't happened yet, but apparently it has.
Yeah,
Finally, the universe
finally.
worked together, and you got to have a conversation with. I'm just curious how that conversation was, and just how the meeting in person was. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was a dream day, truly. I've been wanting to meet Rosario for, I mean, 3 years, ever since I found out that she would be playing Ahsoka. And, you know, um, obviously I found out during COVID, so that nobody was meeting anyone during that time.
Right.
Um, but it's just been, a dream of mine to meet her. I, built a brand called Her Universe. So I'm a huge advocate in women supporting women. And, I've always been outspoken about the fact that I'm just one member of a giant team of people that it takes to create Ahsoka Tano. So I was thrilled to welcome Rosario to Team Tano. And so we finally met, and it was almost like a scene out of a movie. She was filming a scene, and I walked up in the middle of her filming, and she was like coming around the corner after they called cut. I was standing there, and she saw me, and she like ran towards me, and we just gave each other the biggest hug, and just kind of stared at each other, for a couple minutes, because
The Spider-Man meme.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I can share. Obviously she was in costume. So it was very surreal for me to
Can't imagine.
like Ahsoka in the flesh. Um, it was very, very exciting. And then she gave me, I don't even know if she knows this, because I'm a massive Disney fan, and she gave me like the ultimate compliment. She was like, "Oh my gosh, you're like a real life Disney princess," um, which I just thought was so kind. But we geeked out. It was mutual admiration society for sure. We took some photos together, and I got to watch her film a scene. So it was a wonderful afternoon. She couldn't have been more kind. And we exchanged numbers. We're going to be at our first convention together in December. So I'm
It's
just very,
amazing.
very excited to get, to get to welcome her to the Star Wars family. So I look forward to many more meetings ahead.
No, 100%. And this smile is 100% just like it makes my heart happy.